Half of Sidestep Adventures is research. It's not all shooting. And this is how we do research.
I think it's Ryan's definition of research is to be lacking. It's 90% of Sidestep Adventures is driving down dirt roads just following our noses with no research, absolutely not knowing where we're going. That's our research. Just driving places looking for stuff, driving the most desolate Georgia dirt roads we can find. And the other 5% of Sidestep Adventures is filming. The other 5% is editing the video.
That's true, because Sidestep Adventures is kind of a byproduct of exploration. You explore, you find stuff, and sometimes we get tips, sometimes we know about stuff, but yeah, a lot of you explore, and then when you find stuff, you like this.
There's a tree in the road. Let's see, let me drive around the tree this time without popping my tire. And the old Jeep today's decided to act up a little bit. Thought this was the end of the line for a minute. Look at all that. All of that land that's been scarred by the lumber industry, which is 90% of the industry out here, since we're doing percentages. That's the other 10%'s farm industry. And I mean, most of this land out here used to be farms, but now it's all lumber industry, and we've talked about that. And we saw these massive canyons out here earlier, which I'll have to turn around and show you guys one day, if not today. And this is where the Little Grand Canyon is in Georgia, or Providence Canyon. And it came from bad farming practices. At least that's what they say. But look at that. That's cool. And the next fun part about Sidestep Adventures is driving down these roads when the Jeep's having some kind of problem.
Yeah.
And today it says service electric brake system just came up on one of these little dirt roads we're driving down, which means so this Jeep has wheel sensors that calculate how much each wheel is spinning, or each tire spinning, and one of those wheel sensors has gone bad, more than likely, or gotten packed with mud so it can't read the wheel, and so that's always a concern. The Jeep doesn't break down often, but it just figures it would act up when we're in a remote area. Look at this. Try to stay out of the ruts of the road.
Okay, I don't think you can. I think.
Let's get out and look at it. So someone asked me the other day what I would do if I got stuck out here driving one of these roads, and I said I'd try my best not to get stuck. I might not risk it, because this is some muck right here.
Yeah, this is like serious muck right here. Like, this is the kind of muck that like those four-wheel drives with like the Bigfoot tires
Actually, walking on it, I think the Jeep could probably make it through here. But the problem is if you slow down and your tires pack with mud, then it becomes just a big old mess.
Back roads in Georgia after a rain.
That's it. See, you know, all of that doesn't worry me that much. It's what's up here that I got to take a look at. Oh, she's mucky for sure.
Yeah.
And all of these ruts. See, what's going to happen is I'm going to drive in here with those tires, and they're just going to get packed with mud, and I'm not going to be able to keep my RPMs up high enough to clear them out. So that area right there is what worries me. But I think I'm going to try it anyway. Look at that seashell. I wonder how it got out here. That's an oyster shell. No, is that an oyster shell or a seashell? I can't tell.
It looks like a seashell.
It does look like a seashell. It doesn't look like an oyster shell. That's kind of neat. Unless it's an oyster shell, then it's boring. I don't think oyster shells have ridges like that on it.
This guy's on crack. Could it be he's smarter than I thought?
Yeah, mud's just packing the tires. So if we were out here with somebody else, or we were any closer to civilization where I could call somebody, I want to do it so bad. But the person in me that's afraid to get stuck. And
No, seriously, yeah, I get it. Like, I understand the desire to conquer this. I understand how it probably is super fun. I also understand that we don't exactly have a helicopter or support teams.
over here it's fine. Over there, that's the bad side. I've driven through stuff like this before. You just gotta keep your speed up and keep the tires from packing. Alright, so all through here is fine. And I'm not worried about this at all.
It's down there.
Yeah, right there that bothers me.
Looks like Skid Row in 1800s logger photographs.
I think people used to travel these roads that were, you know, probably worse than this back when, back in horses and buggies and.
Comes up practically to my knee. And he's backing back up. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a Georgia dirt road after a long rain. And it does get mucky. But everything else is beautiful. Look at that sky. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.